Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and in this video, if you can already tell by the title, we will be reviewing Thor Ragnarok, which just came out today or last night. I saw it last night at 7 o'clock from 9:30, 45, something like that. I loved it. I thought it was awesome. I'm going to give you some I'll tell you when there'll be a spoiler, and that'll be the cutoff. So when I'm like, okay, spoiler alerts, like, just get out of the video. I'm not going to have anything else. So, yeah, without further ado, let's get started. I don't have a Thor shirt on, because I apparently don't own a Thor shirt. I thought I did. I guess I grew out of it. I have a shield, just for Marvel purposes. I'm going to take it off, though, just because, we're not talking about Captain America today, sadly. And then I have this little encyclopedia right here. That it doesn't have Thor on the cover though, so I don't have it back there like that one or any of the Thor movies or video games. But he is in it because he's right there. So that's all. Yeah, Avengers 2, the cartoon one's the ultimate. Thor versus Hulk / Wolverine, and you got Thor 1, Avengers, Thor: The Dark World, Avengers: Age of Ultron, Lego Marvel Superheroes, Lego Marvel Avengers. And then we got little Thor, Captain America, Iron Man comic over there, which is pretty cool. And then right here, we just got a little Avengers card collection. I might go over this one day. So it starts with all the Thor stuff. You can see right there, got some Thor stuff. Now I got all this stuff all here and gathered and everything because Thor just came out. I already said that though. But I'm going to say it again because it was awesome. And we're gonna ignore that back there. I mean, it's a nice backdrop. It's just I need another light. But it does look nice. Anyway. So now the movie was great. Now I can talk about this first part because it was in the trailer, which I would not have personally put in the trailer if I was working on the movie. Where Hela, which I'm not gonna say that because that is a spoiler unless you read the comics. Then duh. But Hela breaks Thor's hammer into like just pieces, and it was already in the trailer though, so you can't blame me for that. There's some cool stuff about World War Hulk. I liked Hulk in the movie. Hulk was really cool. There's something about that later. We're gonna talk about that later. Thor. This movie was very funny. This was probably even more funny than like Guardians. Like this was very comical, and that's that. Now Marvel movies are, they're supposed to be. They have a little bit of action, drama, and comedy to it, but this had a lot of it. Like you can go, this is an exaggeration, like a second without laughing. It was just awesome. And there wasn't exactly anything with Infinity War except for one of the last scenes, but I'll talk about that later. But yeah, I personally liked it. I think if you guys haven't seen it, go watch it. I mean, it's out right now. It's awesome. Trying to think of stuff that I can't do without spoiling it. It was really good. I don't want to spoil it because like the spoils, they, especially in this one, when it happens, you're like, oh, I should have known it, something like that. Doctor Strange is in it, obviously. If you saw Doctor Strange in the ending, he fills up the cup, blah, 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 blah. Now, I will say this, though, because I called it before I even saw the movie, that Doctor Strange would be in Thor. Like, that scene from the end would be in there like they did with Ant-Man in Civil War. And, I mean, that's cool, I guess. But I prefer, would be cooler, it's like, okay, here is a scene, now can we add on to that? Now, obviously, that had to be put back in the movie. And then at the end of Ant-Man with Bucky and Cap, that doesn't even make sense. Like, okay, yeah, Ant-Man's in there for like 20 minutes and that cool giant fight scene and everything, but he's not that big of a character in the movie. Like I said, it had a lot of comedy to it, which was good for a Marvel movie. You gotta have comedy. Banner was awesome, or Hulk. He was great. What else? They had Scourge, which was amazing. I love that. He had a lot of good comical lines too. Hela was pretty. She was bad. She was a bad person. I mean, what they had to do to kill her was big deal. Talk about that later too. Yeah, it's really hard to say anything without spoiling it. Like honestly. About 5 minutes. Anyway, so that's all I really have to say about the actual movie. Like, it was great. You should go watch it, like, right now. Like, if you have not seen it, pause this video right now and go watch it. Like, I don't care how you go watch it. As long as it's legal, you can go watch it. It's an awesome movie. I highly recommend it. They did awesome on this. It's great. You should go watch it. So, that's a little kind of push, get out of the video if you haven't seen it, because we're about to put some spoilers in. Alright, so this is your 5-second warning. So get out of the video now if you don't want to hear any spoilers. We good? Everyone good? Cool? I told you, not my fault. So, it was the Hela being Thor's sister. That was right out of the comics, and I love that. That was awesome. That was perfect, and that's entirely true. And then Odin dying, it was sad, but like, it had to happen. I don't think Ragnarok should have happened, which is basically where Asgard just gets destroyed. I don't think that should have happened, like, in this time. It should have happened after Infinity War, like it does in the comics. I'm going to compare a lot to the comics, because I prefer the comics over it, or at least up until 2013. After 2013 and up, I diss him. Cap being Hydra was dumb. It was awesome. And one of my favorite lines is Loki says, "I've been falling for 30 minutes," because Doctor Strange knows where Odin is. And when Thor comes, he puts like a little thing, and Thor pokes it with his hammer / umbrella. If you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. And then he puts him in this wormhole, and he's like, "I've been falling for 30 minutes." And then Doctor Strange makes, I can't remember exactly what comment, I've only seen it once. I might go see it again, we'll see. And then Loki jumps up with his dagger and is like, "You second rate," and he just pushes him where Odin is. I'm like, that's hilarious, that's awesome. And he's like, "What did it?" It's just great. It was really good. The arena with Jeff Goldblum being the Grandmaster, that was cool. I like that whole thing. And I like how the Valkyrie and Asgard, everything like that, you know, and she came back because Asgard was in trouble, and Odin and Hela and all this other stuff, and it was just perfectly put in. Some little things that I'm not gonna like, I'll talk about a little later. Something. Hela being Thor's sister, you know, that was obvious if you read the comics, like, oh, yeah. Asgard getting destroyed, I did not know that one. I didn't see that coming. I had read part of Ragnarok, but not all the way up to where he just gets demolished. Didn't know that part. And Thor's not even supposed to survive it, I do know that. Because he's, like, really old, and he's actually the king and everything, and he has, kids. And then it just gets destroyed, and he dies, and they go off somewhere. The whole cast was awesome, like usual, and I love the beginning scene with where Loki was Odin. He was like, "Oh yeah, put on a play, get a big statue and everything," and I'm like, that's just perfect. And one of my big questions, one of my problems, I mean, the movie was great, don't get me wrong, it was awesome. I don't think it was the best movie of all time. I still think Winter Soldier or The First Avenger hold my first pick, basically because I'm a Captain America fan. Yeah, but so little nitpicky things, little things I have problems with. So first, Hela saying that she had the hammer first. That is so bogus and not true. And they did that for the movie, nothing else. Literally, I get why they did it, but I don't like it because it was literally made for Thor. And what was I about to say? Hold on, I just lost my train of thought. It was made for Thor so he could control his power, and it was made specifically for him. Odin made it for him, not Hela. Hela wasn't even like, she was a thing still because she still is older than Thor, but she was already locked away. She didn't need the hammer to do anything. She had something else, I think. I can't remember. It was like a sword, but that's not correct, and that really bothered me. Another thing that the rest of my family says is gonna bother them is Thor missing an eye. I actually kind of prefer it. And not to mention, I give props to Marvel Studios for covering it up and everything. And the Infinity War trailer, if you went to Comic-Con, you know, you saw that. His eye's fine. Or on the poster, he's facing this way, so you can't see this eye. And I'm like, that's amazing. You did awesome there. You deserve props. But it's just, they did awesome on that, and I'm fine with him missing an eye. I mean, that works, you know. He's like Odin now, and he's always, in my opinion, been like a little version of Odin. You know, because he's the son after all. And then, the part that I don't think I can live without is his hammer. That bothers me because everyone has their signature weapon in the Avengers. Widow has her stingers. Falcon has his wings. Scarlet has her magic build. That's kind of not exactly, but you know, he's got all that. Cap has his shield. Iron Man has his suit. Hulk he's already Hulk, so he doesn't need it. And then Thor has his hammer. But if you get rid of his hammer, then there's nothing you can do about that, and it's gone. And that really bugged me, in my opinion. I don't remember that happening in the comics. I'm pretty sure it doesn't. If I'm wrong, you guys will definitely tell me. But I don't think that happens. And when that happened, that really bothered me because it was already in the trailer, and I don't think they should have put it in there. Anyway, I like how he had his helmet. That was also in the trailer, though. But it was still cool to have a little homage to bring it back for like 10 seconds. Loki had his helmet brought back. They clearly hate it because they had it on for 10 seconds and threw it away. It's gone. Asgard getting destroyed. I understand that is what Ragnarok is, but I understand why they had to do it. Don't know if I liked it that much, but I know they had to do it. I do agree with them doing it. I just, knowing Thor, he's known for living on Asgard and everything, and that doesn't happen until he's king and much older. So it's a bummer. Just lost my train of thought again. Hulk not transforming back into Banner. That's not true. That's obviously going to happen. That's not much of a deal, you know. I do like how Widow brought him back, though, kind of. I mean, ish. I didn't really like Hulk and Widow being together. I prefer either Cap and Widow, or there's this guy in the comics. Bucky. Why did I say that? Or Bucky and Widow. That works out perfect. But they didn't do that for whatever reason. Because they're just like, oh, we just want to make everyone upset. Sharon Carter and Cap, absolutely. And then Bucky and Widow. Or Cap and Widow. And then someone else with Bucky. Anyway, overall, it was a good movie. You guys, if you're still in the video and you've already seen it, then you know, or you just didn't care. You don't yell at me in the comments because I told you to get out, so if you hadn't seen it. Personally, I liked it. I might go see it again. I would recommend to go see it again. It's cool. You know, look at some little Easter eggs, like in Age of Ultron, where he's like, oh yeah, you're going to destroy Asgard. And what does he do, technically? He destroyed Asgard. Loki's fault, by the way, though, for Asgard getting destroyed. Just going to point that out. Because, you know, Hela he released Odin, he lost his power, everything like that. And then, so, Hela was released. And then, yeah. So that was Loki's fault. Or you could also blame it on Thor, because if in the beginning, where he's like, oh, you want to be king? And he's like, yeah, sure. Otherwise, no. I think that's pretty much all I got. I wish there was more Infinity War stuff. There was a little end trailer with, I'm pretty sure that's Thanos' ship. I know he does have a helicopter and everything, but I'm pretty sure that's Thanos' thing. Or his big ship. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. And the other end team was just Grandmaster being Grandmaster. Though he has powers. In the comics, at least. I don't know if he has any. He's got buttons and everything. And Thor getting tased numerous times was a great throwback to the first one. Not to mention, it's a good point that he can be defeated by lightning. Or by electricity. And yet he produces electricity. And I did like that. The fact that, oh yeah, he doesn't need his hammer to... No, he's the god of thunder, obviously. I was fine with this eye, like I said. Him losing his hair, that kind of bothered me a little bit, kind of, sort of, because Thor's always known for having long hair, and it got cut off. I do like it with Stan Lee, though. It was a perfect cameo. I say that it was revenge for Stan not being able to pick up the hammer. If you remember in the first one, Stan used his truck. I would say the truck wasn't worthy. Stan definitely would have been to try to lift the hammer, and it doesn't work. And he's like, "Did we get it?" And yeah. So overall, I liked it. I would say go see it again if you haven't seen it, and if you stayed in because you just didn't care, go see it. You know, actually experience it for yourself. Tomorrow I'll be posting a Walking Dead episode from Sunday. What I think about it. Little upset about this episode, bringing back a character from season 1. It was just. I just said from season 1, I'm not, in case you guys haven't caught up, though it's almost a week. I mean, next episode is going to be, so yeah, but that's my opinion. Tell me guys what you think in the comments below. Please like, comment, subscribe, and like I said, I have an Instagram and a Twitter now. I already have, 30-some followers on Instagram, which actually isn't bad, because I only started that 5 days ago. So, you know, it is what it is, but if you guys want to make sure you stay up to date, I already have, some photos. I got the photo of the shield, and I got a photo of saying, oh yeah, I'm going to do a video on this day and everything. I'll post one tonight about The Walking Dead. And, yeah, so that's my review. Tell me guys what you think in the comments below, and that's pretty much all I got. See you guys tomorrow.